This one's a little high. I have to turn the highs down on this one. I would say this is number 1. Turn the highs down a little bit, please. Turn the highs down a little bit, maybe the mids a little bit. Check, 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 check. And then, oh, that's good. Then the mids on the. There you go. I think we got rid of the ring. Thank you very much. All right, this is a special encore presentation of Dancing Woodie's New Folk Revival.
Yeah!
For Jimmy's birthday, everybody.
Woodie's parts were carved from a white ash tree by an advancing Buffalo soldier from the hangingest tree south of the Mason-Dixon line during their advance south at the time of the Great War between the states. Woodie's time in the military was spent dancing and singing the made-up folk songs and trying to keep the morale of the soldiers up. Their laughter and joy during the dark time of our young nation made the death and destruction just slightly more bearable. Woodie almost made it through the war unscathed, but a hunk of shrapnel crushed his ankle, leaving Woodie with a limp that would follow him through life. Eventually, the war was won, and Woodie headed home with his maker to start a life and work his 40 acres. Life was good as it could get. Up with the sun, living off the fat of the land, a free man. Woodie and his maker would sit on the porch and entertain the family with his rousing rendition of
Mama's little baby loves a shortening, shortening. Oh, mama's little baby loves that shortening bread. Mama's little baby loves a shortening, shortening. Mama's little baby loves that shortening bread. Mama's little baby loves a shortening, shortening. Mama's little baby loves a shortening bread. Mama's little baby loves a shortening, shortening. Mama's little baby loves a shortening bread. Woodie's little mama loves Woodies. Woodie's little mommy loves Woodie's head. Mama's little baby loves a shortening, shortening. Mama's little baby loves a shortening bread.
terrible injustices Woodie observed in his youth. Life was grand, dreaming of a time when he would get his big break to dance and entertain the masses like his contemporaries, Soft Shoe Slappy and Fast Step Festus. Everyone laughed at Woodie as they would hoot, "You know White Ash can't dance!" Eventually, Woodie's maker passed on. Woodie stuck around the farm and entertained the family for years. But life on the farm gets boring for a young man in a brave new world full of opportunities and wonder. It was then Woodie moved north to the big city. Being a country bumpkin in the big city, Woodie eventually fell in with the wrong crowd. Woodie got work at the speakeasy, started by cleaning up, but eventually with his good work habits and love of show, Woodie fell in cahoots with the master distiller of the bathtub gin at said speakeasy. Life was good. But the demons of Woodie's youth were slowly creeping back into his memory. It was a fateful night when Woodie fell into a tub of gin and realized alcohol could block out his terrible memories and loosen up his joints a bit to let him dance like he used to. The demons were at bay, and the patrons of the speakeasy loved Woodie's blend of spirits and dance. This was before anyone knew the effects of Woodie's lead paint.
He's drunk. He's drunk. on. You come here often, baby?
The good times could not possibly roll on. Prohibition, the Great Crash, the Dust Bowl, and the Migration West. Woody saw many things, good and bad, from new inventions to horrible injustices to man. Woody finally settled on the West Coast, picking vegetables and entertaining people in the work camps. He resided there for many years, living the quiet life in a box of forgotten memories in the attic of a broke-down palace. Till one night, he was found by a couple of industrious chemists looking for a place to set up their lab. Once again, Woody fell in with the wrong people.
I do a line and I get a pull, darling. I do a line and I get a pull, and I'm going on down to your crawdad hole, baby, darling, tweaker of mine. What you gonna do when your baggie runs dry, darling? What you gonna do when your baggie runs dry, baby? What you gonna do when your baggie runs dry? I'm gonna sit on the porch and cry, darling, tweaker of mine. Get up, old man, you slept too late, darling. Get up, old man, you slept too late, baby. Get up, old man, you slept too late. I did the last line of crank.
It was a fateful night, and it all happened so quickly, like many meth lab explosions.
Kaboom!
Woody's owner, thinking he heard something outside, took Woody to investigate the noise, leaving the lab unattended, and we all know what happened then. Kaboom! Woody's owner wandered aimlessly selling his dwindling supply until he landed in Long Beach. Broke, out of product, Woody ended up in a pawn shop. The time in the pawn shop was good. Woody had a good seat to watch the world go by. He had lots of time to reflect on his life and what he observed over so many years. The one thing he could not put out of his mind was how fast life had gotten and how poorly things were assembled. Had Woody been built in modern times, there'd be a million copies of him, all the same. No individuality, no character, no passion or craftsmanship, just another widget to be bought and discarded. He could see himself built out of waste material, unable to stand the test of time. Luckily for him, he was built in a time when people took pride in their workmanship.
America, cheap crap. Cheap crap. Cheap crap, cheap crap. Cheap crap. Cheap crap. Cheap crap. Cheap crap, cheap crap, cheap crap, cheap crap. Cheap crap. Cheap crap. Cheap crap. Cheap crap.
So, now Woody sits patiently waiting for the next person to enter the pawn shop and notice his quality craftsmanship beneath the scars of a lifetime. Until then, in his mind, he dances and he is free. Dance, Woody, dance. Go, boy, dance, dance, yeah.
It's Dancing Woodies, new folk revival, the Dancing Woodies show. It's the Dancing Woodies, new folk revival, the Dancing Woodies show. It's the Dancing Woodies, new folk revival, the Dancing Woodies show. Happy birthday, Jimmy, from Dancing Woody. Thank you. Thank you.